there, guys. It's Mia here. I am so excited. About this live topic today. I'm going to teach how to focus to manifest the results that you desire, how to simply focus. What should you be focusing on to manifest whatever it is, that big, that tall vision that you have for yourself? I'm Mia Redrick, business and life consultant. I got started in my company over 20 years ago, and I simply focus to manifest the business that I've created today, a business that has allowed me to coach thousands of women literally around the world and working from the comfort of my home or anywhere that I choose. A business that's allowed me to be signed to Emmy nominated and nationally syndicated television shows. A business that's allowed me to create impact with my gifts, my talents. A business that has allowed me to transfer what I know how to do to hundreds of other women who've also had the opportunity to create tremendous results for others. And tonight I'm going to break down my formula. Now, if you don't have something to write with, you need to get something to write with, because this live might be short, but it's really going to change your life. I was thinking about this this morning, as I was going through a topic I could share with you. And I was thinking, what I want to share with you is how can you manifest the results that you want in your life. Like, maybe the results is that you want to figure out how to go from doing what you're doing professionally now to build a solid business that would allow you to create the transition that you like. Hey, Kathy. Or maybe it's that you are looking to replace the income in what you're doing full time, and you are ready and you're ready and willing, but you're just figuring out that how. What should I focus on first? This is going to be for you. Or maybe you already are in business and you know that there's an easier way to do what you're doing, and you want to lean into something that's different, and you're open-minded. What I'm going to share with you today is how I have focused over the years to manifest the results. Now, here's the backstory. For those of you who are just meeting me, it's nice to virtually meet you. When I got started my business, I did not have any clients. I did not have a list. I did not already have a coaching curriculum or program. And I did not even know that I was a brand. I didn't know that all of my experience, my background, and my gifts were packageable and very valuable. I had no idea, okay? But I felt that I had the ability to create results for others, because I had created incredible results for myself as a mom. And I knew many women would benefit directly from my systems on how to always own the me and mommy, right? That's how I launched my business initially, as a mom coach. And I did these 5 things I'm going to share with you today. And I want you to write them down, because my hope is that as a result of you hearing this day, that this blesses you and that it transforms you, that you understand that to create the results that you desire, to build a life that's unrecognizable 1 year from today, it just requires these 5 simple steps. It's all that I did. I didn't have any of the things that you would typically think that you need in order for you to build an amazing business. Now, fast forward today, I've had the opportunity to coach, thousands of women literally around the world. My content has reached millions of women, literally, whether it's on Emmy nominated, nationally syndicated television shows or through my YouTube channel. I've had the opportunity to work with Fortune 100 and 500 brands, packaging the brand of me, my knowledge, my background, my gifts, my talents, and I teach other women how to do exactly the same. And I'm not sharing this with you to be braggy, right? I'm sharing it with you because you actually need to know that the person that you're listening to right now, everything I'm going to share with you right now, is exactly what I have done. I want you to know that I'm not just puffing this to you. All right. So if you're ready, as always, if you watch my lives, if you're ready, then I want you to write, I'm ready. Okay. And that's how I know that we are on the same page. And you really have to be ready for a powerful message. Tonight, I'm going to talk about how to manifest the results that you desire. And it's easier than you think. See, when I got started in business, my only goal was to figure out how to get myself free. I wanted to figure out, Yvonne, how to replace my income so that I could work from the comfort of my home, Latrina, or anywhere else that I desired in the world. Okay. I wanted to figure out how to be a full-time entrepreneur. I wanted to be that mom that was, I call the cupcake mom, the one that could show up with cupcakes, for everybody's birthday party. That was me. And I knew to do that I had to have my time, but I also needed to have income in order for me to feel good about the life I was in. So if you're ready, I'm ready. I'm going to start. I'm going to start right now. And how to focus to manifest the results that you desire. And number one, I want you guys to write this down. I'm glad, Kenyatta, you're ready as well. And if you're watching the replay, I want you to write, I'm ready. Okay. Number one, here's the first thing I want you to write down. Okay. Very important. Form a picture of what good looks like. All right. Form a picture of what good looks like. Now, this is what I did. I literally formed a picture. I created a vision board of what my life would look like if I were able to realize what I really wanted. I formed a picture. I thought about it all the time. I thought about what my work would look like, who I would be working with, what time of day I would work, how many days a week I would work, what would I be doing using my highest talents and skills, who would I be working with, what kind of women would come forward that I'd have the opportunity to coach and mentor, what kind of corporate partners would I work with, what kind of media opportunities would I like to see happen in my world. Now, none of this was real. So the first thing that I did was form a picture. Somebody write form here, hashtag form. But I formed a picture in my mind of what good looked like. And a lot of times when we're trying to manifest or create something, we don't get crystal clear about what we want. But I formed a clear picture of what I wanted. I knew it. I could feel it. And each and every day I would visit that picture on my vision board and I'd spend time with it each and every day. And literally from doing that each and every day, it became more real for me each and every day, even though there was no obvious signs that all the things that I wanted to see happen in my world were going to happen. But I formed this picture and I looked at it. I created a board and I visited it every single morning. It was the first thing that I did each and every day. And I just watched it. I studied it. I felt it. I internalized it. And I believe that what happened is that it was so visceral for me from this experience that as I began to meet people or have ideas or create opportunities or meet potential clients, prospects, that because I had experienced that vision in form in my mind every day as a practice, I began to speak at a frequency that attracted all the things that I wanted. And I'm not talking about this from some hokey place. You guys know, you hear my heart, right? I'm telling you that none of this was real for me. There were no clients. I hadn't done any of the things that I wanted, but I literally wrote on my board to be signed to Emmy nominated, nationally syndicated television shows. And that happened in abundance. I literally wrote that I wanted to have corporate partnerships, and that happened in abundance. I literally wrote that I wanted to build a coaching practice. I literally wrote that I wanted my message to support women around the world who were moms to practice better self-care. 1 million moms is literally what my mission was. And I wrote it on my board. And I didn't at that time know one mom that was going to work with me. And I literally manifested exactly that. So my recommendation to you is the form. First thing, form a picture of what good looks like. Go deep with that. Make sure it's every single thing that you want, like every single thing, because the thing about asking for what you don't want is you just might get that. But if you really focus in on what it is that you desire and it's your heart's desire, you'll feel it. There'll be an emotional connection to you creating that every single day. When I spent time with my board, it was so visceral. It was so real for me. You guys feeling that, okay? If you're getting this, right, I'm getting this. Number 2. So first word is form, begins with an F. The second thing I did was act as if you already have what you desire. Okay. All right, here we go. Act as if you already have what you desire. Act as if you already have it. So, because I knew I wanted to do TV, I had a video camera and a remote, and I practiced all the time with my video camera, like I was on TV all the time, right? Like practice all the time. Now there was no show. Okay. There was no producer calling me at the time. But because I acted as if I already had it, see, I had an expectation that it was going to happen. I didn't know when, but I believed that I had formed a picture of what I wanted, and I knew what good looked like for me as related to what my expectations were. And so I began to act as if I already had the thing that I desired. So I practiced all the time in my mirror, but also I practiced with my video camera. I used to just click the remote, like I had something like this, and I would shoot myself and watch it, shoot myself and watch it. This is before the days, I'm dating myself, of lives. Okay. I'm breaking this all the way down. And so I acted as if I already had it. I began writing pitches, tons of them, pitches of what a pitch could be, who I would pitch to, what would be a great pitch for a corporate brand to work with me. I just began to step into the role of my next. See, I want you to think about you. Like literally the thing that you want, what good looks like for you, when you really go deep with it and you begin to act as if you already have it, and you build the skill and the muscle of how to do it. When the opportunity happens, it's already happened for you over and over again because you were already expecting it. It's funny. It's sort of like I have sometimes people in my life who they want to sell big things, but they never create an invoice, okay, before they get a client. But if you have the spirit of expectancy, wouldn't you already have the invoice ready to go? Right? If you had the belief that the thing that you wanted could actually happen, wouldn't you already have the invoice ready to go? I'm talking to somebody, and if I'm talking to you, I want you to write, you are talking to me. I want to break this down. The first thing I did was form a picture of what good looked like. And then the second thing that I did was act as if I already had that which I desired. I just practice like I was getting ready to go on television tomorrow, today. I did it over and over and over again. And if I think about that, I wrote pitches over and over again. I began to build out what my curriculum could look like for the millions of moms that I would have the opportunity to serve before it was real. And you see, it is because I acted as if I already had it that it began to manifest for me. Today, I'm talking very simply about how to focus, what to focus on, so that you manifest results. It's a deep live. And quite frankly, it's not for everyone. It's only for those of you who want truth, who really want to really think about who do I need to become to realize the results that I wanted. I'm breaking this all the way down. Number one, you need to form a picture of what it is that you want, and what does good look like? What's the highest and tallest thing you desire in your world? And I always talk about this because you know what? If it's not what you really, really want, you won't fight for it. Number two, or the change it takes to manifest it. Number two, act as if you already have it. um, Whatever it is that you desire, act as if you already have it. Begin to practice, build the muscle around it. So by the time I got signed to television, oh my goodness, I had already done like a gazillion videos over and over again in my living room. Lives did not exist yet. So keep that in mind. There was no Facebook Live. There was none of that. Okay. I'm trying to think what was pre-Periscope. There was something that came out, but nonetheless, it wasn't what we know today. Number three, write this down. You got to understand that intention rules the direction of your actions and your habits. Intention rules the direction of your actions and your habits. Now, this one is a little deep, okay? So let's break this down. I'm going to go in. Intention, your intentions, rules the direction of your actions and your habits. So if you're intending to build a business that's going to allow you to hit six figures or more, okay, that's going to rule your actions, okay, and your habits. If you're intending to build a business that hits 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 5 million passively, working from the comfort of your home, then those actions are going to be informed and habits by that intention. Does that make sense? See, we only actually attract, in that sense, what we intend. And I intended to build a business that would allow me to work from the comfort of my home or anywhere else. I intended to build a business that would allow me to be a cupcake mom, right? I intended to build a business that would allow me to be free. I intended to build a business leveraging my background as a corporate trainer and my success as a mom coach. And I wanted to figure out how to help women package their knowledge in no matter what they were doing, a hard skill, soft skill. I wanted to show them that it was possible. That I know that tons of people have told you, you need to get this certification, you need to take this course, and all of these things. But I built a business standing on my truth, what I knew how to do, which was a soft skill, which was motherhood. And I knew that intention would rule the direction based on my actions. See, I moved in that direction. And because I moved in the direction, I built habits around my intentions. Is this clear? If this is clear, let's pause for a second, because this is a heavy thought, that intention ruling the direction of your habits, intention ruling the direction of your actions. See, because I intended to be free, I didn't build a business as a speaker. So I never built a business being on the road. A lot of coaches do, and I have no challenge with that. Everybody's different. But I wanted to build a business, be a cupcake mom. And because of that, I was not going to build my business on the road. So I always built my business from the comfort of my home. The reason that my clients have created amazing success building time-rich businesses is because it's the only way I've ever built my business. I never built my business on the road or as a speaker. Okay, I am a speaker, but I never built my business as a speaker. I didn't close that way. All my clients over the last 20 years have come to me. And they've come to me, and I learned how to market in my own way to attract my audience using methods that quite frankly came to me based on ease and grace. I was not going to run all over the world, speaking. I just didn't want to do it. It was in conflict with what my intention was, which was to be a cupcake mom. Are you guys with me? All right. So I think you need to get clear. And a lot of times the reason people don't manifest their results is because their actions and their habits are out of alignment with what their intention is. I knew for a fact that every single thing I had to say yes to was only the things that were going to allow me to build a business based on leverage, and a building that would be building a business based on time freedom. And I hope that this absolutely supports you as I share this with you. Number 4, the fourth thing I want you to write down is you need to thank God in advance for receiving what it is that you desire. So we're talking today about how to focus and manifest results, right? And I've shared already, number 1 is form a picture of what good looks like. Form a picture, really get clear on what it is that you want. Form a picture and work that plan. 2, act as if you already have what it is that you desire. That's what I've always done. Before I've ever had it, I always acted as if I expected that it would happen. And I set everything up in my life to embrace the thing that I knew was going to happen. Imagine if you did this. All right. And then I understood that intention rules the direction of my actions and my habits. So I always wanted my intentions to be in alignment with my actions and my habits. If I wanted to be a mom that built a business that would allow me to be free, why would I go on the road? Because that is not my intention. Listen, I'm breaking this all the way down. My only goal is to see more people in 2023, going into 2023, in my masterclass, really getting clear on what you need to do to really get this under control and build a business around your life, because you can do it. And number 4 is thank God in advance for the blessing, right? That I knew was going to happen. So I was not like, I hope, I wish, none of that, right? I hope and I pray, God be willing, none of that. See, I just thank God in advance, because I knew that based on what I had already put out there, forming a picture of what it was, spending time with it each and every day, being super clear around what good looked like for me. I knew that taking actions as if it had already happened, okay, and growing a better me around what it was that it prepared me. I knew that intention was going to rule the direction of my life. And so because of that, I just thanked God in advance. I literally was like, thank you. right? I didn't know what was coming first. I didn't know if it was going to be TV. I didn't know if it was going to be corporate deals. I didn't know if it was going to be clients. I didn't know if it was going to be something else. But what I did know was that I was not the same person, that I believed the work that I had put in. And so many of us, we want what we want, but we hope and we wish, and that's not belief. I stood on the promises. The book I read, I just stood on that book, and I knew for a fact that I had no chance of not manifesting what I wanted, following what I'm sharing with you today. I just wanted to break down with you exactly what I did to be able to build a business that has changed the lives of so many women. And number 5, are you guys ready for number 5? Um, I prepared myself for the harvest. The harvest is your overflow, okay? And it was interesting to me and has been interesting because a lot of times when people create overflow looks easy. And in fact, the truth of the matter is that most people who experience you, most of the people who work with me today are working with me in my overflow, right? The people who reach out and say, I've got to work with you. I've seen the results you create. I've watched you for years on lives. I know this is real. I've watched your journey. If you watch any of my YouTube videos, we have so many up. Why do I keep them there? I keep them there so you can see it's real. You see the journey. See, I'm not selling you on a story. I'm showing you what I just talked to you about. You see the form, you see the picture, you see the very first videos, right? I mean, well, just look at the hair and you realize and see the growth over time. And I want you to see that so that you understand that's you. Okay, that was me years ago. I got started, and every single thing I've done, I've documented along the way so that you can see. And so today, the people who work with me in my harvest. They work with me in my overflow. And it is because of all of the videos that you've seen over the years. It's because of all of the proof of so many clients, hundreds and hundreds of clients who created amazing results, who can share a deep and a real result because it's true for them, right? It's the overflow of all the things that I've talked about today. And the harvest is the overflow. And it's easy to work with someone once you see what that overflow looks like, right? But in the beginning, we all have a start. And I started with what I talked to you about today, which was I formed a picture in my mind of what good looked like. And then I acted as if I already had the thing that I wanted. And I practiced like it. I set my business up like it. You know what I mean? I believed that I had already received the clients. I believed that I had already closed the corporate deals. I believed that I was signed to the television shows well before any of these things happened. And my intentions ruled the direction of my actions. My intentions dominated my habits. You see, I didn't have to worry about being disciplined. The vision was so tall, and the intention was so visceral for me. I knew that I had to be free, and I knew that I was building a business that was going to allow me to do that. And so it was the habit of showing up for my business and myself, investing in myself at the highest and tallest level, money, energy, time, right, in the direction of what I wanted. I knew I deserved that. And I knew if I did that and I was consistent and persistent over time, if I was a master implementer in myself, in the growth that I desired, that I could not lose. And so, number 4, I thanked God in advance for the blessing because there was no way, based on how I was showing up for myself, based on the belief that I had, I was not under investing in my dream because it was a tall dream. You know what I mean? So I was writing a check always for myself. I'm my number one investment. I was like, this girl's going to be with you forever. You give her whatever she needs. Okay. You couldn't pay me to buy something for $97 or $100 for a multi-million dollar dream. No way. All right. I'm breaking this all the way down. I hope it resonates with you because the thing is, a lot of us, we need our shoulders shaken. You are amazing. You're incredible. And it's time to think differently. And number 5 is, you got to understand the harvest is your overflow. See, the harvest is what everybody sees. The harvest is when you see all the testimonials, and the harvest when people just are writing you to work with you over and over again, wherever we go, whether it's on Facebook or whether it's via email or whether it's messenger or inbox or texting or whatever. And they just write you over and over again because of the journey of everything that I've shared with you. I want to break this down. That's your overflow for being faithful. All right. So if anybody been writing all the letters down, so form, okay, is the first word. Act is the second word. Intention is the third word. Think is the fourth word, and harvest is the fifth word. And do you know what that spells? Faith. All right. So form, act, intention, think, harvest. You want to know how to manifest results in your life, in your world, you got to practice faith. And this is how, or my formula for how faith is in action, how I've applied it to my life to realize the dreams and the goals that I have. And I hope there's something I've said that has made you wake up. Okay. Form, action, intention, and think, and then harvest, right? And that's what I did to be able to make my life unrecognizable, Kristen, and it's changed my whole life. And I want you to change your life. And if I can support you in any way, if you are in that place and you're ready, because I don't work with people who aren't ready. You got to be ready to step into your next level. Then join us for the Giant Experience Master Training. And it is for you if you want to package your knowledge and you want to figure out hard skill, soft skill. How can I take what I'm doing, put it in a structure, online or offline, and sell what I do as a coach, as a consultant, as a trainer, as an online educator? She's back. Hey, Amanda. I hope that you've been able to catch this live tonight. It's a really good one. I talked about how to focus to manifest results. And number one is form a picture of what good looks like. Okay, form a picture of what good looks like. Put it all around your house. It was in my wallet. It was on my steering wheel. It was on my mirror. Everywhere I went. Yeah, I had a form of what it is I wanted. Number two, I acted as if I already had it, what I desired. I believed it. Number three, intention rules your direction, your habits, and your actions. And it's so, so important. I just wanted to break it down, something that's available to every single one of us. But you see, because I had intention to be a cupcake mom, I wanted to be the mom that could have freedom and have income. I knew that some models would never work for me. You know what I mean? I had to build this thing so I could work from the comfort of my home or anywhere I chose in the world. And it's exactly what I've done. And all you have to do is go to YouTube and you watch the journey. You watch the journey of the videos and you see for yourself. It's absolutely real. I built a business so I could be the kind of mom that I wanted to be. And I want to take more women on that journey, but you got to show up for yourself. And number five is harvest. You know, harvest is the overflow. Harvest is what you see today. Harvest is all the testimonials, all the clients that say, I've created these results. Harvest is all the people that say easily and effortlessly, hey, how can I work with you? That's the harvest. All right. And that's the benefit for showing up for yourself. And it's something that I recommend for each and every one of you to follow what I shared with you today, how to focus and manifest your results. I want to open the floor really quickly for those of you who might have questions for me. I want to, you got to have faith, right? And if you break this down, form, act, intention, think, and harvest, it spells the word faith. And, you know, faith is one of those things that, you know, you step into it. There are no promises, right? But there are tons of rewards as a result of showing up for yourself in that way. And every investment I've ever made, I never knew if it would create yield beforehand. But I invested in myself at the highest and tallest. I've had tons of mentors over the years. I've invested in myself. I remember learning I went to public speaking. I did like Toastmasters. I remember because I wasn't a good public speaker at the time. And I was a good trainer, but I wasn't a good public speaker. And it was different for me. And I invested in that. I don't even know how many years I did did that training. And, the reality is that I just believed in myself and I knew I could do it. And I want you to know you can do it. The floor is open and you can ask me any question, tell me your aha or your takeaway as a result of being here. Email address redrickteam@gmail.com. And then also let me post here. One second. I'm going to post a link here that Latrina will help everyone. Okay. And oops. Well, you guys don't need that. One second. Okay. One second. Okay. So there you go. All right. So MiaRedrick.com. You can click there. If you have never seen my webinar, watch it. It's free. It's 40 minutes. Watch it right now when we're done this live, and you'll learn how to package who you are into a product or service. You are a brand, you are a business. There are people who will pay you right now. I have hundreds of clients that I've supported over the years with packaging their knowledge. Many of them, before they met me, were just trading time for dollars. A lot of them never had a product. If you watch our results incubator, which I've done for the last couple of months, you will see that every month I bring clients on who have had significant results because of my processes. Yeah, they do the work. My clients, they do the work. They do all the work. So I honor them. Many of them have exceeded me. And I think a great coach wants their clients to exceed them. I'm into that. All right, my takeaway, everyone sees the harvest and not all the work behind the scenes. Thank you, Kathy. That's true, right? Like people see the blessing and they're like, oh, you're so good. And they think you always had clients and all that. They don't see all these other things, the form, the act, the intention, right? And the thanksgiving in your heart when you believe that you're going to receive and you will have. And I have always operated from that perspective. I've recognized that there's nothing that can block you from what you want to manifest if you follow what I'm saying to you here. This is what I've always done. I've recognized it. In abundance, I attract exactly what I desire, not only in this moment, but in my life. And it's an expectation that I have that what is good and what is purposeful and what is divine is and absolutely meant for me seeks me fast and quickly. And the same is true for you. And it's not a hype conversation. It's a knowing that I have inside of my heart, my mind. It's the life that I've lived over the years. And it's something that I love to pass forward to others who believe that you have to climb through the ranks. You got to have a certain type of funnel. You got to get a landing page to do this or that. You got to have this one tool or whatever it is in order for you to create results. No, you don't need that. You have every single thing you need in order for you to create the results that you desire. And you've got to trust that, okay, and follow what I shared with you today. Any questions anyone have for me? Any questions? Any other ahas or takeaways as a result of being here? I want to thank you for being an amazing audience tonight. I appreciate you. And if this is resonating in some way, even if you're watching a replay, share it with a friend. Share it with a friend so that they too can benefit from what it is that you have learned or how it's touched you or gotten you to think differently. That's what I think is so important, right? So I posted my link here, MiaRedrick.com. Check out my webinar, Great First Step. If you've already seen the webinar and you've heard about the Giant Experience Master Training online, it is an online training and it is my way to be able to teach you step by step how to package your knowledge into a high ticket product, even if you don't already have a product yet. And it's just a tremendous product. It's amazing. It's created so many success stories from clients, hundreds. We've hosted it for the last 2 years. So you're next, but you got to make that investment in yourself because you're worth it. And, and I invite you to step into that. And then obviously you'll see other opportunities on the page. If any of you are looking for a live mastermind, my next mastermind is this January in Puerto Rico, and it's going to be amazing. We're already 40% full. So excited. We just announced it 2 weeks ago. So I know we'll sell out over the next 6 weeks. I'm so excited about that. But if you've been looking for an amazing experience with women who or your ambition level and above, and check out Elevate. You have to apply. And it's only for you if you're ready to stand high and tall, right? Yvonne writes, and I'll post this here. Do you have clients figure out the best skills they have to create a business, or they need to come knowing? Nope. A lot of my clients come with, sometimes they think it's one thing and I show them it is something else. So you don't have to know already what it is. You already come from a significant background, soft skill, hard skill. Soft skill is something that you might do like motherhood. It might be if you were divorced, how you were able to find your esteem again. It could be something like that. A hard skill is something professional, or maybe you've gone to school for. And I show you how to figure out what it is. So this is not just about putting something in the structure to sell it. It's something that's authentic and true to you, Yvonne, right? The way that you kind of are standing on that picture, leaning to the side. All right. So the Giant Experience has helped many people who thought that they were going to do it one way, really figure out how to package their knowledge into a high ticket product. And they surprise themselves. Sometimes I'll have a client. I have one client who was trying to decide between business consulting or parent coaching. Literally, she wasn't sure. Came to the Giant Experience within weeks, closed the first deal for $48,000. You'll see her testimonial on the page for the Giant Experience Master Training. This is the coolest thing. I love talking about what I do, because everything that I'm talking about, and any of my clients here can attest to that, I can show you. I can show you hundreds of women who have created results with my processes. And I'm not just telling you that I could tell you I coach, I can tell you I coach anybody, right? But I can show you. And I think that's really important, that you have mentors who can show you more than 5 clients, more than 10 people. They create a result, not superficial results. Clients who've gone from, selling things for low ticket to selling things for high ticket. A lot of my clients, when they came to me, they were selling things for a couple $100s. And they go from that to selling what they do for tens of thousands of dollars, $5,000, $10,000 or more, or more. And you see it in the testimonials. We just did a results incubator just a couple of weeks ago with Connie, and Connie shared exactly that. Like, before she worked with me, she had never even hit 6 figures, and she's amazing. She's gone to some of the best universities in the world, and as a result of us working together, in a few weeks, she closed her first 6-figure deal. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, she had faith. She did this, right? She manifested the results. She formed the picture of what it is that she wanted, her highest and tallest vision. She acted as if she already had it. She did the work. She understood that intention rules your actions, your habits. See, you can know what to do, but if you don't apply what you're learning, sometimes we are afraid of the giganticness that can come forward. That's why we don't choose the right mentors. We choose folks sometimes because we don't really want the answers, because we're afraid of our bigness. We're not afraid of failing. We're not afraid of falling, because that happens all the time. Sometimes we are afraid of the thing that is unfamiliar. Don't get me onto this or into this, because that's a whole nother live. Okay. And, thanking God in advance for the blessing, because you expect it. So you just prepare yourself because you're already ready. And then you understand that harvest is your overflow. It is. It's the fact that business comes to you easily and effortlessly. Opportunity is just a matter of something that you desire, and that it can come to you. It's nothing you have to fight for, nothing you have to struggle for. It's nothing you have to steal for. There's none of these things. It's literally just understanding that ease and grace is your birthright, and it's what I do, is how I live my life. All right. So if there are no other ahas or takeaways, I want to thank you for being amazing tonight. I appreciate you as always. Be sure to share this live with someone else that can create impact and change. And I'd love to see you inside of the Giant Experience Master Training Online. I love you, and have an amazing night.